So I recently picked up this 2008 CRF 150 RB. We bought it off a guy locally who said that there was just an issue with the carb. It wasn't running completely perfect. We got a really good deal on it. I paid $1,700 for this bike. Plan was to fix it up, flip it, make a little bit of extra money. So I ended up completely tearing the bike down. I powder coated the frame, put new plastics on, I put new grips on, new clutch cable, a bunch of different things, but it's still running like crap right now. So I'm gonna fire it up and show you guys exactly what the issue is. So one issue that we're having is the idle is really high. I think it's getting some air in from someplace. And then once it calms down, as soon as you give it a little bit of gas, it just dies. So let me show you guys what I think the issues could be. So one problem right off the start, this is the hot start. And when you pull it in, it just sticks. This should immediately go back, just like your clutch cable. So we need to fix that. Also, I need to mess with the pilot jet screw and see if we can get that to help us out with the bike not dying right as soon as you hit the gas. This carb is a little bit tricky to get to, and the pilot jet screw is kind of real far down there. And this hot start is really kind of tucked away inside. So I think I'm gonna have to take the carb off. I actually just got in from Amazon a new spark plug, and then I ordered from Rocky Mountain ATV a new hot start cable. So we're gonna install those things and see if we can get this thing running a little bit better. It's always good to start off with a new spark plug, but I'm pretty sure that that hot start sticking like that isn't helping it at all. And then we're gonna mess with that pilot jet screw. So I ordered this from Rocky Mountain. I actually love ordering stuff from them. Usually when I order, depending on what I get, it's at my house within a day or two. When I bought the plastics and some other parts for this bike, I had ordered something on Friday and it showed up to my house Saturday, less than like 24 hours. This doesn't look like the right part. That sucks. So it turns out it is the right part. I was hoping that it was gonna be this complete assembly with the part that threads into the carb, but it's not. There's a cable that goes into the end of this. You don't get this new assembly, you just get the new cable. So we're gonna go ahead and attempt to swap this out. I'm not exactly sure how this works, but we're gonna swap it out, and it's at least gonna give us, at least gonna fix the slight issue that we're having here. It's like you pull this spring down, pop that off, pull this spring out, and then take that off, take this off too. Yep, there's our cable. All right, so here's our old cable, crappy. So the first thing that we need to do is get this through this little boot. Put our little boot back over it, put our cable down. So I'm gonna go ahead and reassemble this. Now the reason why I was hoping they sent a whole new assembly was because the threads on this are plastic and they were kind of already chewed up, unfortunately. Now would you look at that? She's working perfectly. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up and we're gonna see how it runs. I need to adjust that pilot screw. So we're gonna see if the high idle went away with that being unstuck, and then see if we can dial in that pilot screw. And I might not even need to put the new spark plug in, hopefully. Oh, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. They can deal with it. My neighbors suck anyways. At least one of them does, not all of them. That's not good. Well, I don't think, fortunately, the new hot start helped us out on the high idle. So guys, it is the next day. I ripped the bike all apart. Still having the same issue, but I ended up taking the spark plug out, and it looks like this. So I'm gonna put a new one in, and then fire it up and see if it has fixed the issue. All right, new plug is in. I didn't really bolt anything down, but I just want to see if this made any difference. Not really. Some what? No. So the issue of the bike dying as soon as you give it gas is fixed by that spark plug, but I'm still getting that hanging high idle. I think we're gonna have to take the carb off. All right guys, so I'm gonna take this entire carb apart again, clean it out, make sure there's no issues. I had the bike all back together. I've already done this once, unfortunately, but it's still giving me the same issue. I don't wanna say I kind of breezed over it before, but I need to take a little bit better time to try and figure this out. So I just cleaned everything off. Unfortunately, these screws on the top are stripped out, so I'm not gonna be able to get to the needle. Just gonna hope that that's okay. I'm gonna put a bigger pilot jet in it and then get everything back together and onto the bike and hope for the best at this point. And then we're gonna adjust our air fuel screw to the right setting before we even put it on the bike. All right, so I'm gonna get this bike put back together, right? Done. So I got the bike all back together other than the fairings, the radiator fairings. So I'm gonna try and fire it up and see if it's any different, any better. If it is better, we'll go ahead and throw those fairings back on and wrap the video up. It sounded like it wasn't doing that high idle thing though, which is sweet. All right. I think we're gonna try again tomorrow. So it is day 4 with the CRF. I have a couple new ideas to try. It was getting a little bit late last night and I didn't want to be revving the bike up too much. All right, so we're gonna start, try and mess with the idle adjustment screw. It seems like the high idle is gone, but doesn't really want to idle, and I don't think it's getting enough gas. Try and turn the idle up a little bit. As soon as I go too much on that, it starts getting the hanging idle. I think we got her. I'm gonna try and run her up and down the driveway real quick. All right guys, so we finally got the bike running right. It was just really dialing in the idle and the fuel screw on the bottom of the carburetor. These bikes are a ton of fun in a small package, perfect if you are not ready for a big bike like the YZ125, just something to get started on. But thanks for watching guys. Let me know if you liked it, drop a comment, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next one real soon. Peace.